Sarah Gunn. Let's get right into the news.
We got news?
Yeah, we got news all right.
Tell him, Sarah.
Well, this year, SUNY Purchase has officially become smoke-free.
And to help enforce this new smokeless regime, fire alarms have been installed outside all around the campus mall and surrounding spaces, and if even one of these outside alarms detects a single cigarette, the entire student body has to retake their alcohol EDU course.
Speaking of, the fire alarm in Farside has been discovered to be a sentient being. When asked to comment, he said, whoop, whoop.
Finally, Purchase Late Night's GoFundMe was almost shut down due to our immense success. The GoFundMe CEO himself said, "They're just too funny. They don't need the money." Folks, we wish this were true. That's why our GoFundMe is still up, and we still need your help, no matter what some dumb shit CEO has to say about us.
Well, that's all for this week's headlines. And now, just before getting a little political, a word from this week's sponsor. Miles?
PLN is sponsored by Chartwells. Chartwells, give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore, send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. That'll be a meal and flex, Chartwells.
Thanks, Miles. And now for our newest segment, Trump said this.
Oh my gosh, can you believe this guy?
You guys will never believe what Trump said this week. Miles, what'd he say?
Well, at a press conference, he said, and I quote, "Ba-ba-bo."
In 2018?
I'm stunned. Sarah, what else did Trump say this week?
Well, yesterday on Fox and Friends, he said, blah, 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 blah.
You can't keep getting away with this.
These bigoted words will put him on the wrong side of history.
Did he say anything else this week?
No, those were the only two things he said.
Wow. His silence is deafening.
Thanks, Miles, but that's all about for Trump today. We'd like to now introduce our newest segment on the show, Cues from the A's.
What's that?
Questions from the audience.
All right.
So first up, PLN superfan Jordania writes, which bird is best?
Jordania, that's a good one. I'd have to say big. The next question is from our fan Jebediah. He asks Sarah, what are your beauty secrets? How do you keep your skin so big and pale?
Well, every morning I put marmalade on my lips. And I cry to my mom over the phone for 3 hours. Finally, I put my skin over high heat and let it simmer. And I never shower.
Looks like yours don't come easy.
No, they do not. Our last question is for Miles, and it comes from Kimberly. Miles, I need your help. I have a sneaking suspicion my boyfriend is cheating on me. What should I do?
Kimberly, that one's easy. Just spit roast him over a blue fire, American Horror Story style, until he confesses his sins, for only then can he truly pay.
Spicy! Well, that's all for Cues from the A's, and that's all from us for now.
But we do have a great show planned, do we not?
Indeed we do. Okay, thank you with Maya Polacco will be up next, and Ian Falance will be performing stand-up to round out the show.
I'm hungry.
Hi, Hungry, and I'm Dad.
We'll be right back.
Do you have any weird talents?
I didn't know.
Really?
No.
You can't show the camera anything? You doing something weird with your body?
I can. I'm sorry.
Whatever. That was great. Okay. Let's move on. Let's get down and dirty with it. Care to be in an interview?
Sorry, I gotta get to class.
Well, I have to keep my job. Humanitarian crisis in Yemen. Thoughts?
What the fuck you... No, I don't consent to being in this video.
Damn it, Jake!
All this footage will be deleted.
Did you wash your hands? Okay, I'm sorry. Over here, buddy. You know what's coming. Does anyone know how to do the Fortnite dance? Do you guys have any special talents that you could show us on camera? No, but I can show them.
Just regular.
Oh, girl. Ooh, not that kind of video. What kind of animals do you have in your house?
Well, does anxiety count?
I'm assuming you guys are on a sports team.
Yes.
Oh yeah, baseball.
We're on the baseball team.
Baseball team. How does it feel being on the baseball team at a D3 school? Do you care to be in an interview?
I didn't hear you, but no thank you.
Everyone is avoiding eye contact with me and I see it. I see it.
Hello.
Yeah, but do it faster. Okay, that was great. Thank you, dancers. The humanitarian crisis in Canada, hot or not?
In who? Canada? Is that what you said? I like the wine glass. I'm proud of you.
Do you feel like cleaners and janitors are being treated equally? Good job, you'd say? You're doing good.
Wine glass, it's like 12.
You know what? It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Can I have some?
I'm like really sick. But yeah, go ahead.
Risks.
Risks are the...
What the fuck is this?
What's your favorite color?
Black.
What's your favorite animal?
Elephant.
What's your favorite sexual position?
Why you? What?
Thank you. That'll be all. Should we go to Starbucks? Do I look like Jackie Kennedy right now?
I mean, you look wonderful, but I don't know if that looks like.
What are you doing after this?
I'm gonna go have master class and then head off to record the symphony.
What about after that?
Go home.
Are you guys brother and sister, or are you in a relationship?
We are in a relationship.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Sorry for asking that. The VA, is it a cult, or do they just look like that? Thank you so much for your time. Here, can we take them? That's okay. I'm not interested. Chloe, I keep up with your Instagram. Maybe we can hang out sometime. Not you. But. Pineapple on pizza. How do we feel?
Well, interesting. Like, I actually do vibe with it. Like, I dated somebody who, like, introduced me to...
Okay, introduce yourselves.
Brock.
Okay, what's your real name, Brock?
Brock.
Okay, that's enough. Thank you. Let's be friends and free the Lamari project.
Laramie project. It's
Okay, you know what? You don't need to be on the side. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Right, you teach? Oh, you teach?
Yes, I teach.
Oh my god. You're just doing great.
Fuck, shit, penis. Now you have to delete all the footage.
No, I think we can curse on it, right? It's not that you guys look similar, it's just, I don't know.
We give off sibling vibes.
Your favorite war?
My favorite war? The first one. World War I. Like, some people can eat it. You don't have to eat it. Like, you don't have to, like, date random people. It's not like your thing, you know?
Oh my god, you guys eat us so healthy. Look at your salads and everything. Okay, thank you.
Okay, make it super quick though, because I gotta eat breakfast.
Alright.
There's like no sugar in here.
I like it raw.
She
That's what she said.
She likes it raw.
Okay. Alright, thank you. What was your name?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Beautiful. Thank you for that.
All right, so this is our interview segment. So you might be wondering why we're sitting on the couch and we have someone sitting at the desk this week, but we thought that it was appropriate because we have Baker here with us this week, and they are a dungeon master.
Yeah, I am. That's one way to put it, I guess. Yeah, no, I've been playing D&D for a couple years now, I want to say. I've gotten a lot of stuff. I learned a lot from actually playing with Quinn, who runs the show, and learning from him and kind of watching how he runs games and kind of taking that experience and making it forward.
Now, D&D, that stands for Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, what else would it Are there other acronyms for it? I mean...
And what we're going to do this week is play a little miniature game of D&D. Me and Sarah have already made some characters before the show. Do you want to do them? Say them?
Yeah, well, let's introduce ourselves. Do you want to?
Sure. So I am a witch named Sue Gunn, which is Sarah's mom. My two powers are Big Kiss, which is shocking grass, and Morning Breath, which is Firebolt. My race is Goblin. And my background is, my mother was a bag of tricks and my father was none the wiser. I look like a cross between Beetlejuice from Beetlejuice and Beowulf from the animated Beowulf movie. I'm sensitive to bubbly water, and my cousin is a famous bowler.
So I am a cleric named Youth Pastor Eric. My powers are Sniff Sniff, which detects detects evil, and ouchies, which inflicts wounds. My race is a diet Sprite. My background is my father gave birth to me at full size, an immaculate conception, if you will. Still slimy, I walked over here and sat down. The only thing I know how to do is play hymns on acoustic guitar. God bless. A trait of mine is I love white bread, but a flaw of mine is I am deathly allergic to white bread.
All right, so how is this gonna work?
So, I drew out just a very, very loose map for us, and unfortunately, we planned on bringing pieces, but that fell to pieces.
We were lost in
So, I think we're gonna improvise a little bit with what you guys are gonna use as pieces.
Yes.
So, do you guys want to
I was gonna use that slide whistle.
You wanna use the slide whistle?
Yes.
Okay.
And Sarah can use that mannequin.
Sarah's gonna use the mannequin. Alright, so I'm going to walk you through this. So you two are entering into this tavern. You have traveled a long way and this is your first rest stop. You've been traveling for 2 days and you're finally like, let's go in, relax, have a drink. And you enter and you see this small child and she's sitting at this desk and she's like, welcome to the tavern. Where do you want to sit? Do you want to sit at the bar or the table?
Can I roll for sexual tension with you, Pastor Eric?
Sure. Do you want to roll?
Do we have a way to? Yes.
Roll.
How difficult is it to do that?
All right.
I'm pretty easy, so.
So clearly, Sue vomited as they tried to talk to you.
Clearly I vomited.
Because of 5?
Yeah, a 5 out of 20 is definitely not successful.
That's an unsuccessful roll. Eric?
So now
Yeah, so how...
Pastor Eric need to respond to that?
Yes, absolutely.
What do I need to roll to be into the vomit?
15?
Okay.
Or higher. Alright, so we're off to a great start. So clearly there's a lot of tension between the two. So you're into the vomit. What are you doing?
We'd like a booth.
Okay, so you get placed in the corner.
Your nose looks big tonight.
Thank you.
I'm a witch, so I'm into that.
From afar, the bartender comes out and...
He comes out to us.
Yeah, sure, the bartender comes out.
I'm gay. Just thought you should know.
From afar.
I'm off camera, maybe, and gay. How's it going?
What next?
So the bartender is pleased with your singing and is curious if you are willing to do a performance for the entire restaurant.
Oh, please sing for me.
I'd be willing to join in the performance if it means some reward.
That'll be a million schmeckles.
Good thing I have unlimited schmeckles. My bank account.
You're gonna get so many schmeckles if you do this right.
Alright.
You better not mess
I'm gonna
up.
get schmeckles?
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is my reward.
Yeah, you're gonna get a million schmeckles if you can sing a song that like woos me. I bet I feel touched.
Alright.
That can be a hand.
It can be whatever it wants.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I have to do a lot of
I'll clap. Do you want me to clap?
clap.
We're gonna need a roll on this.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna need to roll.
Oh, clap. Roll for.
No, we'll roll out.
Yeah.
After on my performance.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, this is a little ditty. Youth Pastor Eric learned in it goes, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah. The burning bush told me just the other day that I should come over here and stay. Gotta get my people out of Pharaoh's land and bring them all to the promised land. Pharaoh, Pharaoh,
number, and if we roll it and it's greater, that doesn't count. So if it's higher than the number I'm going to write down, they'll succeed, and they will get how many schmeckles?
A million.
A million schmeckles. And roll. All right, y'all passed. You got the million schmeckles.
You did it! Is that the campaign?
Creepy Peepee in the corner is staring at the two of you.
Am I creepy peepee also?
You can be Creepy Peepee if you want to.
Okay. What's Creepy's deal?
He's creepy.
What's your deal?
Got long fingernails.
Roll to be into that.
You're kind of into it. You're not opposed.
That's nice, but I'm not sure.
Or respect your boundaries.
Thanks. We'll get back to
One finger?
One, yeah.
Roll to get creepy peepee off of my woman.
All right. So,
Yeah. Okay.
what are you going to say to Creepy Peepee to get him off?
I'm gonna say, hey, listen, creepy peepee. I know. I know that you're all creepy and all, but maybe you could do that elsewhere, please.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my pastor has plenty fingernails to go around.
All of Creepy Peepee's health is deplenished.
Roll to eat pee-pee.
You're going to need a 17.
Oh god.
Aww.
I am not eating today.
So the bartender's angry at you for trying to eat Creepy Peepee, who has been in the tavern every day for the last 16 years.
Uh-oh, my best customer.
Oh, it's you again.
So the bartender decides that he's not pleased with you
Oh no.
and starts coughing.
What a weird cough! Sounded more like to me.
And he transforms. Into a large silver dragon.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Breaking the couch.
You're like the guy from Spirited Away.
Yeah. Haku. That's
Yeah.
me.
You're Haku.
He's scared of the Kohaku River.
Okay, so what's up?
So, the entire tavern is now being destroyed by this giant silver dragon.
I'm wrecked. What are you gonna do about it, heroes?
Yeah.
Wait, don't we have powers? Roll to give it a big kiss, which is shocking grasp.
So roll to see if it hits.
14.
All right, so you're gonna hit him.
Oh.
Give him a big smooch.
I didn't enjoy it.
All right, it's gonna do. It's definitely not enough damage.
Okay.
You
I
passed
roll
your area.
to inflict ouchies.
What are you saying?
Hey,
I'm unfazed.
listen, you don't have. Oh,
Yeah, finish it though.
okay, but you don't have a good personality, and
Oh.
nobody likes you.
I've got amazing.
And you're not like Haku from the Spirited Away.
Roll to climb into the dragon's mouth and accept defeat, Lord Farquaad style.
All right, you did it. The dragon's gonna eat you. Well,
Looks like Eric the Pastor's dead.
Eric's dead. Sugan will
Love again.
love again.
are you gonna try and smooch the
Yeah,
dragon?
roll to find a nice widower and settle down.
Roll to find love.
All right, dragon, kill him.
Oh, gee. Slice, how much damage?
A lot. You're pretty weak.
Yeah, take that, son.
I'm dead.
And we're both dead.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Trae Sheehan.
Little Miss Charity, she was a high school graduate proves to be. The first thing she saw stepping out of her car was a pierced up tattooed girl named Melody. She's long gone, got her hair painted pink with a little green streak. She's out of this world, got a pocket full of coke and some LSD. Her mama always said, don't you play with the big kids, they're out of your league. Oh, Charity. Down at the local bar, they met a boy named Alex. He was standing tall, 6'3". He mixed whiskey in his drinks. He spent a couple of days in bed, getting high and smoking cigarettes between the sheets. She didn't think she would ever leave. Then one morning, out of the blue, Melody walked in and knocked out Alex's front tooth. Long gone, got her hair painted pink with a little green streak. She's out of this world, in a pocket full of coke and some LSD. Her mama always said, don't you play with the big kids, they're out of your league. Oh, Charity. Mama always said, don't you play with the big kids, they're out of your league. Oh, Charity. Oh, Charity.
It's called Oh Charity off my most recent record, The Storyteller, out on all services.
Oh, what's up, my guy?
Hey, I'm chilling, you know how it be.
It do be like that. I do know how it be, don't I, Mickey?
Yeah.
This is my guy, Mickey. I'm Remington.
You know, pleasure to meet you guys. Now, let me ask you a question. You don't get any goods, cause dead ass, I'm looking to drop some dough. Jafeel?
Do I got the goods? Mickey, can you believe that? Of course I got the goods! Talk about you got goods!
What goods you got?
What goods do I got? Homie, I got the sweetest, most difficult to acquire contraband that anyone can get their little hands on. Check this shit out. Boom!
Oh, fuck, dude!
Motherfucking Kinder Egg!
Whoa! Get your hands on that!
I got my people, don't I, Mickey?
Sure.
Got this shit straight from Canada. Got a guy up there. Pretty illegal, but I'm not afraid of any cops.
God damn. What else you got?
What else do I got? Mickey, get the weed.
Is that seaweed?
Straight from New Hampshire, baby!
Isn't that shit illegal to take away from the shore?
It may be illegal, but what do I do that ain't illegal? Am I right, my homie? My dude? My hizzle from another mizzle?
Can you please stop talking like that? What else you got?
What else do I got? Can you believe this? Right here. This is my homie Dave's Netflix password.
Oh, how do you get this?
Don't worry about it, man. Shit's real illegal in Tennessee, so you know I got it.
Ah!
Well. What do we have here, gentlemen?
Hello, officer. Just exercising our God-given rights. God bless America.
Ah, patriot, I see.
Yes, sir. When the national anthem plays, I stand in everything, sir.
Well, you folks enjoy your guns. Have a good day.
I am a white man.
Whew. I think I'll take that egg.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, hell yeah!
Oh, shit. What do you got here? Oh, shit.
Every day, some amount of people are killed by Kinder Eggs. They're not cool. They have small toys that are very chokeable inside.
Not cool. Don't do them. Could be the last thing you do. This is the more you know. Alright, now, as a young person, I live a daring and adventurous life full of viscous liquids, as it turns out. But how's one to know what goo is which? Because I'm filled with so many different kinds of slimy stuff all the time in my life. And I know that they tell you in school that all goops are created equal, but that's just not true. Some are sexy, some aren't. And by that I mean, some of these goops that I have here on the table were created expressly to be sold as sexual products, and the other ones are just household items. But I'm mixed up, I'm a big old doof, and I don't know what's what. So I've brought on our two guests. What are your names?
Mariah.
Trevor. Okay, guest one, guest two. Yeah, you're guest one. There we are. Guest two. We're gonna have guest one, which was one? I've been breathing in fumes. Get out of here, I'll get you when you're ready. Guest one.
There you go. There you go.
There you go, there's some. You can live there. I'll get you when it's time. Alright, now the reason you're blindfolded is because this is a sensory game with the most sensual sense of all the senses, the sense of touch. So we're going to have you go down these goos one by one, and I'll help you get your hand there. And if you think it's sexy, just tell me and I'll write your number on. Does that sound good? Yeah. Ready to start?
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to go with goo number one. Put your hand out, really, get it out.
Okay, like all the way? Okay.
How's it going? What do you think? Sexy?
I hope it's not sexy.
So not sexy?
No, not sexy.
Not sexy, not sexy. Okay, we're moving on to goo number two. What do you think?
That feels pretty sexy.
That's a sexy goo?
Yeah.
Alright.
I have no idea.
Alright. Ready for this next one? Do you want to change hands? We got paper towels.
Oh, yeah, sure, why not?
Alright. Yeah, right here. What do you think?
That's sexy.
That's sexy. Okay, sexy. Alright, great. Choose a hand for this next one. It's right over here. What do you think? Sexy? Not sexy?
No.
Not sexy. Okay, cool. We got two more moves. Two more moves. Get those hands ready. Which one do you want? There's two more.
Right here.
Yeah. What do you think?
Not sexy.
Not sexy. Okay. We got one more. What do you think? It's the verdict.
Sexy.
Sexy. Okay. Okay. Right in front of you here, we got our first goo. Ready? Sure. All right. What do you think? How sexy is that?
Where's glue? That's not sexy.
It's not sexy? Okay, not sexy. All right.
Oh no, that's like hair gel. What?
Next one.
I don't get to wash my hand? That's definitely not sexy. That's fucking yogurt, man.
I wish. What's this? Is that sexy for you?
No. No.
Okay.
Oh wait, actually?
Was something there?
Yeah, that's sexy.
Alright, guess number two. Next goo, we got three more.
I feel like guess number one was washing their hands in between. I feel like it would be in jail.
No. No, you're having the same experience. How's that one? How's it feel?
That's sexy.
Yeah? Alright. Sexy. I said that 3 times. We got two more.
Oh my god.
Is that sexy?
I guess.
I love how you're getting up in there. This is great. Is that sexy?
No.
No. Okay. One last one. Is this sexy? Okay. Great job. You can take your blindfold off, and we're gonna see.
Wait, don't touch my face.
Oh. Okay. So. Here you go. Here's some paper towels. There's the rest of the roll. guys. All right, come up here, Mariah. So, this is goo number 1. You can go up here and do it. Get on camera, get that face up here. You guys have both been great. Goo number 1. Sexy. Neither of you guessed it. This is, I believe, a sexual massage lotion. So, imagine how great that is. You guys, guess number 1, guess plate number 2. That is sexy. Nice job.
What is it?
This is an anal lubricant with bursting beads. Guess number 1 and guess number 2 both guessed that this is sexy. But unfortunately, it's just like a brother. It's not that sexy. Very supportive though. This is coconut oil. Guess number 1. This is plate number 4, and it is sexy. This is it's an oral gel meant for flavoring your mouth and numbing it out. Me and Sarah had some. It's real gross. Friend, and it's also just Vaseline lotion. Smart move, you guys. And this one, guess number 1, guessed it was sexy. It is not, it's just honey. From Steve and Ben, I think. The great guys. So, guess number 1 has guessed 2 of our sexy goos correctly. That makes you the winner, and you get to take home these climax bursts. That's
going for everybody with Purchase Late Night. Thanks for coming out. Clap it up for yourselves. Come on, guys. Yeah. New Purchase Late Night, new paint smell. It's terrific. Really feels good on my headache. Be careful with the cameras. I do a lot. I do a lot of open mics. One didn't go very well recently, and I'm like walking back to my car in the parking lot, and then this homeless guy asked me for money. I was just like, oh, sorry, dude, I actually just did stand up for nothing. I got no money on me. And then he was like, oh, tell me one of your jokes. And so I did. And then he gave me $1. Yeah, so I spent it on drugs. Because it's what he would have wanted. I can only assume. How are you? He's a laugh strangler. I like marijuana, big fan of it. Have anybody else? Please tell me some. I'll never forget a couple years back when my parents first caught me smoking weed. They were shocked. And they sat me down and they said they had no idea that I was cool. And we've been rolling ever since. I've been to a couple different colleges and now I'm settled here at SUNY Purchase. I'm actually the president of Stand Up Club. Why don't you come to our meetings? Every Sunday night, really nice. If you showed up. A lot of comics ask me for advice. Like, what do you do if you bomb? And I just tell them hey, if you have a bad set, all you have to do is just transfer. Get those high school transcript ready. All right, thanks, guys. Kind of stand-up has overtaken my life this past summer. My ex-girlfriend and I now, we got into a big fight. She was like, all you care about is comedy and telling jokes. Telling jokes. And I was like, seriously? Do you think that I could use that? Thank you, Miles. This kind of sad. I actually just found out I can never have kids. That's enough. You know why? Because today was at the doctor's, and he said, with my body type, he thinks I have a 0% chance of ever getting laid. I'm gonna try to beat it tonight. All right, thanks, guys. for the audience participation.
We love you, Ian.
I'm just trying to pursue my dreams up here. This is it's not all bad news though with me. Like last week, a total stranger paid for my groceries while I was at the supermarket. Right? How cool is that, right? Yeah. I gotta say, that day I was just really thankful and lucky to have someone else's credit card information. Good timing. A lot of my jokes are like puzzles, because people fucking hate them. Fuck you guys, huh? This past summer I worked at a summer camp where all the kids were orphans. Yeah, thank you, I'm a hero. And one of the last days there was this kid who was misbehaving, and then he yelled at me. I went to go discipline him, and then he yelled, "You're not my father!" And I actually got so mad that I adopted him. I was like, think again, son. We're gonna bond. I didn't really like being a kid. My mom, she worked late. My dad wasn't in the picture. I didn't have any siblings, so I used to stay up all night, like watching TV. Thank you. And I'd see those like late night infomercials. You guys know the one where you can like, they say like, talk to sexy live women in your area. You know what I'm talking about? And I always used to call, right? So I could talk to my mom. For any of you who missed that, my mom's a whore. She's good at what she does. That's enough. I let my family know my grandma, she has dementia, which is not easy. And I gotta tell you, it's so hard going over to visit her every day and trying to convince her that she owes me money. She's on a fixed income, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't have a transition for this one. I think that I have a small penis. Yeah, I think I have a small penis. You know why? All right. That does not help. I think I have a small penis because today I was in the bathroom, I was in the men's room, and I looked over at this guy who was peeing next to me. And then he told me that I had a small penis. You gotta stay with me. Kind of lonely though. I've been watching a lot of porn as of late. A lot of reality porn. You guys know what that is? For those of you who don't know, the videos are made to be like really realistic. Right? Like for example, I was watching this clip where it's like a couple, they're in bed together, and then like out of nowhere they just like start arguing. I was like, that is realistic. Oh my god. Whose side do I pick? Thank you. I'm going to leave you guys with a little riddle. Okay, for a little riddle? Yeah. What do you call it when you have sex on a plane? What? No, you're supposed to answer it.
Mile High Club.
No, what?
Mile High Club.
Get out of here. What is it?
Mile High Club?
Mile High Club, right, alright, Mile High Club. Do you know what it's called when you have sex on a train?
Mile long.
New Jersey Transit. Have a good night.